My voice just cracked. Hello YouTube, it's Alana here, and today we are going to be talking about, wait for it, Harry Potter. If you know me, like really know me, you know I'm in love with the movies and the books, and basically everything that has to do with Harry Potter. As you can see, I have Harry Potter background music playing. Also known as Hedwig's theme, so go search it up if you want to use that for your background music for your YouTube videos. If you like Harry Potter. If you don't, I suggest you don't use it. This soundtrack is actually from the Sorcerer's Stone. Let's get into the video. So, in the first movie, we see in the intro scene, sorry, something in my finger, Hagrid, well, you see Professor Dumbledore. This has spoilers in it, by the way, so if you haven't seen the movies and you want to see the movies now, then please do not watch this video until after you've seen the movies or read the books. I'm just going to talk about the movies today. So, in the first one, we see Dumbledore coming down the street of Private Drive, and he has his little light thing. Hold on. Sorry, I had to go grab something. You see Dumbledore walking down Private Drive with his Deluminator that turns all the lights out on Private Drive. And in the last movie, it was left to, I'm going to tell you this in the last movie when it actually happened. And you see Professor McGonagall as a cat walking up to Dumbledore. And then she grows into a human because her Patronus is a cat. And I love her Patronus. Then you see Hagrid fly in on his flying motorcycle. This is the exact song that's playing when that happens. And he has Harry in his arms. And it was so sad when they had to leave him at the Dursleys. Then it shows 11 years later, for pretty sure it's 11. Yes, it's 11 years old when you get your letter from Hogwarts. They are just sitting down. It is Dudley's birthday, and he is a very spoiled, chilled child. And so his mother takes him to the living room to show him all his presents, and he's like, "How many are there?" And then his dad's just like, 36, counted them myself. And then he's like, 36, last year I had 37. And then they say after they go to the zoo, they're going to go buy him 2 new presents. So he is a very spoiled little child. Not to be rude to you, Dudley, but you were quite chubby back then, too. So, I actually have a little catalog for wands here. And the Martyrs map, the Time Turner. I'll get to this towards the end of the video. So that anyways, Harry goes to the zoo with them. At least they're nice enough to take him to the zoo, I guess. And when they get there, they go see a snake, and Harry's staring at the snake because Dudley couldn't get it to wake up. So he's just sitting there staring at the snake, and the glass vanishes. Just vanishes. And then after that, Harry gets blamed, dragged into the house by his ear, and then locked in his cupboard under the stairs because he said, "It's almost like it was a magic." And then his Uncle Dursley was just like, "There's no such thing as magic." And then letters come flooding in the next day. The next day he gets a letter in the mail, and his cousin Dudley decides to go in, get it. He's like, "Harry's got a letter!" And then Dudley's dad is all like, they read the letter, and Petunia, Harry's parents died. That's why he's living with his aunt and uncle and cousin. So his Aunt Petunia knows this because Harry's mother was his Aunt Petunia's sister. and she was a wizard, but Petunia wasn't. So then they come flooding in each and every day, and then they go to this little hut, which they don't know is Hagrid's hut. He is the keeper of keys and stuff like that at Hogwarts. So I'm just gonna do the Sorcerer's Stone for this one because I don't want to make this like a 2-hour long video. So then they're all sleeping at night, and then Hagrid busts down the door, and he's like, "Oops, sorry about that." Puts it back up, and then Dudley's parents, also known as Harry's aunt and uncle, I'm just gonna say Harry's aunt and uncle, come downstairs, and then the dad has a gun, a rifle, and Hagrid thinks that Dudley is Harry for a minute, but he really isn't. He's just like, "Oh, you beefed up a bit, Harry," and he's just like, I'm not Harry." And then Harry comes out from behind the corner. He's just like, "I am." So then Hagrid gives him a cake he baked by himself, and he may have sat on it at some point. And then they leave. And no, Harry doesn't know how his parents died. He thinks they died in a car crash, but Lord Voldemort actually killed them in their house. Harry survived, but now he has like a lightning bolt striped to his head. Then Harry's uncle insults Albus Dumbledore, and then Hagrid's just like, "Don't ever insult Albus Dumbledore in front of me." And then he sees that Dudley is eating the cake, and then he gets his wand out, and then he flashes a pigtail onto Dudley. That's my favorite part in that movie. And then, long story short, they go to Diagon Alley to get the wand and stuff, and he has the same one as Voldemort, as they find out. And then they're at the train station, and Hagrid just disappears out of nowhere. He's still alive and stuff, but he just disappeared to go to Hogwarts on his own. So then he's just like, Harry's wandering around, and then he goes up to this train person, the conductor, and then he's just like, "Can you tell me how to get onto platform 9 3/4?" And then he's just like, "Boy, are you I don't even remember exactly what he said," but then he just wanders around and he sees the Weasleys. He doesn't know they're the Weasleys at the time because they're not friends. He doesn't know any wizards, except for his parents, obviously, but he didn't really know them. And then Harry talks to them, and then the mother of the Weasleys, Molly Weasley, says, "Run straight through. Don't worry, it's Ron's first time here too." And then she's just like, "Come on, Fred. Fred and George are twins. You first." And then he's like, "He's not Fred, I am." And then he's like, "Sorry, George, go on." And then when he gets ready to go, he's just like, "Just kidding, I am Fred." And then he's like, "Oh, you boys." And then on the way out, he's just like, "You honestly call yourself our mother." And then they're at Hogwarts, and they get sorted. Harry, Hermione, and Ron are all in Gryffindor. And Draco Malfoy, my fave, is in Slytherin. I am a Slytherin as well. Just putting that out there. I'm a Slytherin freak. If you go to school with me, you know that. I am a Slytherin freak. So then, after they get there, they get to their dorms and stuff, and then Hermione finds this thing about the Sorcerer's Stone, and they go out and search for it, and they have to go through all these traps, like flying keys, three-headed dog, Fluffy, and this chess stage where they think that they're gonna die, like where they think Ron is gonna die, but he doesn't, so he's fine. They get to the Sorcerer's Stone. Voldemort is there. He is actually on the back of Professor Quirrell's head, and also Harry gets to play Quidditch. He is the Quidditch Seeker, like his dad. He is the first year in a very long time to get to be Seeker. So then, hold on, stupid ad. So then he meets the mirror. Oh, the mirror. The mirror is the main part of the source. Harry sees his parents in the mirror. They're not really there. It's just what he desires to see most. That's what you see in the mirror. Ron sees himself holding the Quidditch World Cup. So when he's downstairs, Voldemort, also known as Professor Quirrell at this point, because Voldemort is like molded onto the back of Quirrell's head. He's just all like, show me what you see in the mirror. And Harry actually sees himself reaching into his pocket and pulling out the Sorcerer's Stone. But he lies and takes Ron's desire and says, he doesn't really see this in the mirror, but he's like, I see myself holding the Quidditch World Cup, shaking hands with Dumbledore. And then Voldemort's just like, he lies. And then Harry tries to run with the stone, and Quirrell tries to touch his face, but since Voldemort's on the back of his head, his hand like burns off and like ashes come down. And then Harry just figures out what happened, so then he grabs his face, Quirrell's face, and then his face like burns, and it's just like that part scared me when I was like 3 years old. I was just like, no! I was like a little whiny baby then. I'm still pretty whiny, but I'm not necessarily a baby anymore. I'm 13. Jeez, get it right. It's not that hard. So then, as you can tell, Harry has the Sorcerer's Stone. It is destroyed because Harry was found unconscious downstairs in the Sorcerer's Stone area. And then he's in the hospital wing. And Dumbledore finds this basket of Box every flavored beans. And then he's like, I think I'll try one. And puts it in his mouth, and he's like, alas, earwax. So now onto this little catalog thingy. The first page, there is Xenophilius's Love Goods necklace. It's the Deathly Hallows symbol. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to kill you. Not really. It's that. Then we have the Professor Dumbledore's The Illuminator. Lucius Malfoy's Walking Stick. Dumbledore's Army Wand collection, which includes Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, Ginny Weasley, Neville Longbottom, and Luna Lovegood. Then Hermione's Yule Ball earrings. You'll have to watch. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing another video. It will be up at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. And you guys will get to hear about the Chamber of Secrets, which is the next movie. Then Hermione's Red Crystal Necklace. Like I said, the video will be up tomorrow at 6. Then Ollivander's Wand Box collection, which comes with a Snatcher Wand, Hermione Granger's wand, and Harry's wand, I believe. Yes, I'm correct. And then we have the Time Turner, Hermione's Time Turner. And then we have Hermione's bag for the Yule Ball. Mad-Eye Moody's flask. And then the Horcrux locket. If you don't know what the Horcrux is, I'm going to kill you as well. Just kidding. And then one of my personal favorites, Martyrs Map. It shows all of Hogwarts and where they're walking off to, like in the corridors and stuff at night. That's my favorite. And then you have all the wands here, and I'm going to tell you the names of these wands. The top one, A, is a Snatcher Wand. B is Harry Potter's. C is Hermione Granger's. D is Albus Dumbledore, also known as the Elder Wand. E is Lord Voldemort's wand. F is Ginny Weasley's, and the only reason I didn't have to look for that one is because Ginny Weasley is one of my favorite characters, and her wand is awesome. H. Professor Horace Slughorn, that's his wand. I. Nymphadora Tonks. Tonks is awesome. J is Professor Severus Snape. I also know his wand because I'm really good at identifying some wands. K is Sirius Black's wand. L is a Death Eater wand. M is Fleur Delacour. She's in the Goblet of Fire. Please watch that one. That's my favorite movie. M was Fleur Delacour. She's French, so it's kind of hard to pronounce her name. And then we have N, which is Professor Minerva McGonagall. And then Aloster Mad Eye Moody, which is O. And then P, which is right here, clear over here on this page. This is Neville Longbottom's wand. I know his last name is kind of weird. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a recap of what happens in the Chamber of Secrets in Harry Potter. And please comment and subscribe, and have a lovely day, you guys. Like I said, tomorrow's video will be up at 6 p.m. Yes. Love you guys.